This is BNN.
JV Bruin News Now is made possible by C-Spire, St. Dominic's, Orange Theory Fitness, Bank Plus, the Capretta family, and these fine sponsors. This week on the show, 7th graders make the transition to middle school. Bruin football heads to Hattiesburg tonight. And St. Joe has a new tennis coach. These stories and more are next. JV Bruin News Now for Friday, October 7th, 2022 begins right now. From the BNN headquarters on the campus of St. Joseph Catholic School in Madison, this is the JV edition of Mississippi's High School News Leader, the student-produced, award-winning weekly newscast Bruin News Now.
Hello, St. Joe. I'm Declan Shipley.
And I'm Emily Odie. Thanks for joining us on JV Bruin News Now, the first of 4 editions of the JV newscast produced by students in the 9-week middle school broadcast journalism class.
It's been a busy 9 weeks in the journalism class, as well as other classes we are taking. Life at St. Joe is different for many 7th graders, like us, many of whom attended St. Anthony, St. Richard, and Sister Theobald Catholic schools.
I don't know about you, Declan, but I have found it interesting to see how each teacher takes a different approach to teaching. Everyone has their own style. Last year at St. Anthony, we had 3 teachers. This year, we have 7.
We also have 7 different classrooms. Last year, we had 3 classrooms. This year, we change classes more often. All of that changing classrooms and different teachers makes this a challenge for new students.
And it seems many new students have fared well. JV BNN's Lily Kate Lloyd has more on the story.
After the first 9 weeks of the school year, 7th graders and several new faculty members at St. Joe say they are adjusting well. Students have eased into their new roles after finishing elementary school at St. Anthony, St. Richard, Sister Theobald, and other area schools. They're ready to create a strong foundation for the future of St. Joe.
I expected it to be funner. I like it more because we have more freedom. We don't have to walk in a line in the hallway.
Some students say they chose to attend St. Joe because of the close-knit community and strong Christian environment on the school campus. Other students say they're at St. Joe because their parents wanted them to go here. Either way, students say they're happy.
We can go do art or do sports because we have a sports period too. And I play basketball and baseball.
Students say they had to become used to having 7 different teachers, with each one focusing on a specific subject. In the classroom, this year's middle school has seen many changes, with their biggest being Mr. Tyler O'Hare, taking over as middle school director. Mr. O'Hare also teaches 7th grade English.
I taught here for about 8 or 9 years, and then went and did some other things for about 4 years, and this is my 2nd year back. Well, I hope to prepare the middle schoolers for high school. That's really my goal. I used to teach and coach in the high school here at St. Joe, so I kind of know where the finish line is for all our students and athletes, so I want to make sure here in the middle school we prepare them for that.
Every new year brings a lot of new possibilities and excitement, especially those for the new incoming class at St. Joe. This year is no different. Reporting from JV BNN, I'm Lily Kate Lloyd.
Thanks, Lily. I'm sure by the time Christmas comes, all of us in the 7th grade will feel like we've been here forever. It takes time to adjust to such a big change.
It certainly does. In fact, today marks the end of the first academic quarter. We made it through the first 9 weeks, and on Monday, we get to enjoy a day off from school.
Monday is Columbus Day and Indigenous Peoples Day. The holiday celebrates Christopher Columbus discovering America and also celebrates and honors contributions made by Native Americans.
Some St. Joe students will spend the holiday at home relaxing with their families. Others may go out of town, and others may head to the Mississippi State Fair, which opened Thursday and closes Sunday, October 16th.
So I'm just going to enjoy the break at my house, just chill, relax, and watch movies usually, or have a couple snacks, and that's it.
Me and a few of my friends are going to the fair over the break, and it's going to be a lot of fun because we're going to ride all the rides and eat a lot of food, and it's going to be super fun.
Not only did the first academic quarter of the school year end on Friday, that also means that 7th and 8th grade students will begin a new 9-week class when school resumes Tuesday. Seventh grade rotation classes include music, art, theater, and of course, broadcast journalism.
The end of the quarter also means report cards will probably be coming out next week. If students' grades are not as strong as they had hoped, then they have another 9 weeks to improve their class standing by the end of the first semester in December.
This week is the final week of the first grading quarter, and report cards will be compiled and emailed home next Friday, October 14th.
The second quarter means several things at St. Joe, including the production of the fall play, A Christmas Story. Student actors have been busy learning their lines and blocking the play with director Leslie Harkins. Other middle school and high school students are also working behind the scenes, building sets and manning the sound booth.
Practice for the fall play is going good. We've been working on set design over the weekends, and lighting and other stuff will go into the works soon too.
Another big production this fall will be the annual Gifts of the Season Christmas concert. Student musicians and singers have been at work learning songs for the concert that is set for the Fine Arts Theater in December. The event is popular and usually plays to large crowds. These events aren't the only things that have been happening this quarter. Isn't that right, Thomas? Sports has been busy.
Yeah, you're right. I'm Thomas Vanderloo, and coming up next on our sports report, I'll have more on JV and varsity football and a feature on our new tennis coach.
Stay tuned, sports is next.
Hello everybody, I'm Thomas Vanderloo, and this is the JV Bruin News Now sports report. The Bruin football season is rapidly coming to a close. The Bruins hit the road tonight for a game at Sacred Heart High School in Hattiesburg. The Bruins are coming off an impressive 35-20 homecoming win over Leake Academy last week and hold a 3-4 record. Sacred Heart, with a 2-4 record, lost to St. Andrews last week 35-6. This will be the second time the two Catholic schools meet on the football field. The first time was in October 2021 when the Bruins defeated the Crusaders 48-20 at Bill Rayfield Field.
We have Sacred Heart this week, good team. They're not as talented as Leake, so we should come home with a win. We're practicing very hard, you know.
In JV Bruin football, the team ended the 2022 season on Thursday at home against East Rankin Academy. The Bruins were searching for their first win, but came up short by falling to East Rankin. The JV team ended the year winless at 0-7. Despite the record, players said they learned a lot.
Playing with JV, it got me ready for varsity because about the different play calling that's going to be happening in varsity. Teaching me the different plays, getting me that experience that I need for varsity for next year so I can know how to run the ball, perform to the best level I can.
Volleyball is still going strong at St. Joe. Varsity fell Monday to Madison Ridgeland Academy. The varsity, JV, and middle school teams played right here at home against Pisgah. All three then went on the road Thursday night for a game against Jackson Academy. As the fall sports season winds down, other sports are ready to begin. Look for Bruin boys basketball to begin play at the end of this month, with the girls team following shortly. Boys soccer also is expected to begin play next month. At least one sport that doesn't begin until spring has already started practice, Bruin tennis. This year, the tennis team will be under the direction of new coach Leanne Peroni, who teaches 7th grade science, will lead the tennis team after doing the same last year at Germantown. Miss Peroni's team won a district title in 2014. JV BNN's Walt Dickerson has more.
St. Joe has a new tennis coach this year, Miss Leanne Peroni, who also teaches 7th grade science. Miss Peroni joined the St. Joe staff after serving as tennis coach at nearby Germantown High School. She said she decided to move to St. Joe because her father taught algebra here in the early 2000s, and she also is Catholic.
All right, some of the differences with St. Joe and some of the other schools I've coached at, Germantown and Madison Central, I feel like it's a smaller school, so there's the kids are a lot closer. They have a good rapport with each other. I'm excited. They're all just eager to learn and do their very best, so I'm excited to get the season started.
Miss Peroni has had a lot of success in tennis, both as a coach and a player herself. As coach of Germantown, her teams won district champions in 2014. Ms. Baroni herself has played the sport for 35 years now, and while many of her players began early in their teens or even younger, she actually began playing the sport when she attended college at Ole Miss.
I like tennis because although it is an individual sport, you can also play as a team. So even though you might lose your court, and when we play at the school or even on the teams I play on outside of school, even if I lose my court or win my court, I still depend on the team. So it's a little bit of the best of both worlds.
As the new St. Joe coach, Ms. Baroni held trials for the year in early September, and practice began after school in mid-September and continues on Mondays after school. Competition actually will begin in the spring semester. St. Joe athletes who made the team say they are excited to work under Ms. Baroni's direction.
I think her experience could help because she's a good player, and I have a feeling that she could be really helpful in helping with other people's form and how well they play tennis, and also the mental part of it. She could probably help with that.
Ms. Baroni said she expects her players to take practice and competition seriously. She said she has asked players to practice tennis at least 10 hours each month in preparation of the upcoming season. She also wants them all to have fun and enjoy the sport as much as she does. When she isn't coaching tennis at St. Joe, she is busy teaching science, another love of hers.
I think, especially here at St. Joe, science is so fun to teach because it's God's creation, and it's just everything about the earth and everything God created is just so fascinating to me. So it's interesting to put it in a Christian perspective.
Some people may not pay as much attention to tennis as they do other high-profile sports like football, basketball, or baseball. St. Joe, however, has had a strong tennis program, and Ms. Baroni hopes to take it to another level. Reporting from JV BNN, I'm Walt Dickerson.
Thanks, Walt. That's it for the JV Bruin News Now Sports Report. Look for more sports in the next regular edition of the Bruin News Now, available 1 week from today. I'm Thomas Vanderloo. Until next time, go Bruins.
Well, that's it for this first edition of JV Bruin News Now for the 2022 to 2023 school year. Look for the next edition of JV BNN at the end of the semester. Until then, don't miss the weekly edition of BNN, available every Friday right here on the BNN YouTube channel.
Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Bruin News Now YouTube channel, where you will find an archive of previous BNN episodes. I'm Emily Odie.
I'm Declan Shipley.
And I'm Thomas Vanderloo. So long, everybody.